Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's been a week, but I'm back. The reason for no video last week is I was sick. I had runny nose, stuffy, I was dizzy, up was down, down was up. It was bad. So I figured you guys didn't want to hear me sneezing, coughing, blowing my nose all the time, and I just put it off. But for this week, we got Raw, and this week we're doing Raw. Um, so that's why there was no video last week. I'm sorry. I apologize. I still love you guys. And before we do get into with tonight's Raw, this Triple H Big Show storyline is set to go for a little bit longer. It's not ending at Survivor Series, but they plan to give Big Show his job back and all this, and then they have planned to have him to go up against Triple H. And we're going to do that at Survivor Series. Triple H versus Big Show, but they're like, no, we're not going to do that for the marquee match. The marquee match for Triple H and Big Show will be at TLC, is what they're saying now, and that's going to be a good one. Another thing is Ryback. Ryback has been in some, let's just say he's been in the crapper here over the last several months. Ever since he was even a face going for the WWE Championship, he has not been happy about it, about, I guess, his runs, because he hasn't won any titles. Well, now with all this negativity with him, they probably aren't going to give him a title anytime soon. So Ryback needs to, I guess, shape it up or go to TNA 1, which, what's TNA going to do? They're not going to be able to hire you. They have no money, because they keep having to cancel stuff. They're selling it to probably Eric Bischoff, which looked like he did to WCW. So, but let's get on with tonight's Raw. Actually, before we do get in with tonight's Raw, well, no, actually, I'll go into that whenever we get to both parts of it. The first match of Raw was Punk versus Luke Harper. And Punk won this match. But after the match, Daniel Bryan comes down and makes a save and clears out the ring with the chair. They then interviewed Punk, and he says he realizes he's not the only one who has issues with the Wyatts. Now listen to what I just said there, and I will repeat it. Listen to the last part. He realizes, right here, and I quote, sorry for my coldness, I realize I'm not the only one who has issues with the Wyatt family. End quote. Remember what I just said there, and listen for a little bit later. We then have Ryback versus the Great Khali. This match was apparently set up when they were in catering, and Ryback was picking on Hornswoggle, put some cake in his face, and Santino's like, well, why don't you put on some of your own size? And he says, okay, I will. And then how about the Great Khali? And Ryback's like, okay, no problem. So Ryback tries to go for shell shock in this, and he can't do it. So he gets the win with a big meat hook clothesline. And of course, if you knock Khali down, he's not getting back up. But after the match, Ryback actually attacked Santino, so big mistake. We then have Kofi Kingston versus Alberto Del Rio. I can roll my R's. I can do it right. Alberto Del Rio won this due to the simple fact that he just lost his World Heavyweight Championship, and he's probably going to be the next #1 contender for it and go against John Cena, which, to me, what would be better would be a triple threat match with Damien Sandow and Del Rio versus John Cena, but that's just me. I would do that in this. Excuse me, Ultimate Warrior. In WWE WrestleMania mode was fantastic. Um, Gameplay. I'm obsessed with those catapult finishers. I can't stop doing them. They're just so freaking awesome. They're fantastic. Okay. I got some plans going on for like Roman Reigns to split from the Shield. Which, speaking of Roman Reigns and splitting from the Shield, there has been tension with the Shield. If you've noticed in the past couple of weeks, their plan is to make Reigns face and split away from the Shield because they want a new dynamic three-person team, and they're saying that the Shield was last year, and they need a new one this year, and that new one they're going to do the Wyatt family, so they're probably going to get rid of the title on Dean Ambrose soon, probably give it to like Roman Reigns or something, or give it to someone else, and split the Shield. Then the Shield will be just there. I mean, they're not really going to exist. I mean, the guys will exist. It's just the team won't exist anymore because what the Shield is the team. But they plan to turn Roman Reigns face and plan to get rid of the United States title on Dean Ambrose soon. So we then have a WWE app match. Oh, and one more thing. When I do get a Roxio or whatever to record, you guys need to see this with my universe mode. I have had some. I changed Superstars to main event because to me main event is just way better. Superstars is a stupid name for a show. I've had. Not everyone will bring in the old school guys, but I did, and I did that, and it has been amazing. Okay, I had a triple threat match featuring The Rock, the new age Rock versus old school Undertaker versus Ric Flair. Okay, that match was awesome, and it was the main event of main event. It was that damn awesome. That's all I gotta say about that. It was just too cool. I wish I was able to record it, but I do have plans for Ryback on it. I have plans for Goldberg on it. I have plans for Brock Lesnar right now that I'm doing a Brock Lesnar Goldberg rivalry, which the whole thing with that rivalry is just a rematch from WrestleMania 20 that Brock Lesnar's not done. I'm having I'm having Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. I'm gonna call them Car Stereo. I don't know why. I know it sounds kind of racist, but Car Stereo versus the Brothers of Destruction rivalry. The whole thing with them is they're afraid of no one, quote unquote, and not even the Brothers of Destruction who just recently got back together. They're afraid of absolutely no one. Brothers of Destruction get back together and just start dominating. But here's the thing. Unless the Brothers of Destruction are together, they can't win. Gives you a little hint there. Unless you're Sin Cara, which Sin Cara sucks anyway. And my next one for SmackDown is Alberto Del Rio versus Mark Henry. Back then, that's when Mark Henry did his "That's What I Do" gimmick, and he was world's strongest slamming everyone. And I've got that shirt of "That's What I Do," which I love it. So that's the whole reason I did that. For Raw, they started out with Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena. I just kept it. I gave Dolph Ziggler the title though at Extreme Rules. We then had Kofi Kingston and David Otunga. I just kept that. Just want to see, I guess, where it would go. They had the tag team titles, but I had the Click actually beat the Shield and it erased the rivalry. I don't know why. But I now have it as tag team titles on the tag team titles. Shield and Shield versus the Click. Sorry, but the Click's not gonna win. The guys I plan to have win the tag team titles are actually DX. I've got DX back together, but I'm also gonna try something. After I'm done with the Click, I'm going to see if I can take two random guys, put them in a tag team together, just for the rivalry. Put them in a tag team together to go against like the tag team champions. See if they can let them win it, even though they're not stable. If that's the case, I got some major plans planned. Probably for my creative wrestling. So those are some plans for WWE 2K14. Ryback versus Goldberg, WrestleMania 30, champion versus champion, who knows? We then had on Raw, now this is the real Raw that we just got done watching. We had the WWF, I call it the WWE app match vote, which I'm undefeated on this so far. We had Randy Orton versus opponent that we got to pick, which was either going to be Big E Langston, Dolph Ziggler, or The Miz. I picked Big E Langston, and Big E Langston was indeed the winner. With 75% of the votes, that tells you how bad they don't like Dolph Ziggler, and how bad they don't like The Miz. Before the match, Orton says the fans are jealous, or they're the faces of jealousy, envy, and anger. Girls want to be with him, and guys want to be him. Now, there wasn't a lot that went on in this Raw, so they had a big long. Okay, here's what they did. They had a match, an interview, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches in a row, a segment, a match, an interview, a match, a short ass interview, your main event, and the main segment. That's how this Raw went. We then had Fandango and Summer Rae versus a return. Drum roll, please. I know, I'm doing it on my desk. It's not really that good. But it was Fandango and Summer Rae versus the return of Tyson Kidd and Natalya. Now, Natalya and Tyson Kidd are indeed married. So, Tyson Kidd has returned. I don't think Natalya's going to be with Great Khali anymore. We then had, which was a really good match actually, John Cena and Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Damien Sandow and the Real Americans. We the people. And Cena, Rhodes, and Goldust got the win in this. Now, if you guys want me to go over this, there was so much that went on in this match, and it was really good. I would advise you to go watch this match. This is the match of the night. I'm giving this match of the night, and I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start giving one match that I loved of the night, match of the night, and that's going to be the 6-man tag match with the champions versus, I guess, the contenders, you could say. We then have Triple H on the phone, and he was told that Big Show was in the building, even though Big Show is banned for life in the WWE. As Triple H is leaving, Stephanie walks in, and he says, "Didn't you hear Big Show's in the building?" And Stephanie's like, "Yeah, I know. I invited him in." And he's like, "What?" "Well, the board of directors told me I needed to, and so that we need to, because it is with Western Business, and Big Show is talking about settling this out of court if we talk to him and give him what he wants." Triple H is not happy, so we then had Dolph Ziggler. Do you think it would be the two guys who lose on the ad votes whenever it comes down to competitors? Do you think that they would go up against each other like they did like Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday and all that? Well, no, they I guess throw them in different matches like they did here. Dolph Ziggler versus Curtis Axel. Dolph Ziggler won. It seemed like to me Dolph Ziggler's out of deep water. So we had no Daniel Bryan matches, but I guess it's because of his shoulder. Because when he came out to save Punk, his shoulder and arm was all taped up. Now, Renee Young then interviews Daniel Bryan, and Bryan talks about payback against the Wyatts, and he ends it with, and I quote, "It looks like someone else has problems with the Wyatts." Now if you rewind it back a little bit and go back to the beginning of Raw, I told you that CM Punk said the exact same thing. Well, not the exact same thing, almost. Here's their plans for this. They're planning in a marquee match for Survivor Series, because the main, if you guys have not seen the promo for Survivor Series, it's the Wyatts and Gators. Okay. Their marquee match for Survivor Series is Daniel Bryan teaming with CM Punk to take on the Wyatt family. I don't know if they're going to have Bray Wyatt involved in this somehow in the match, but I don't know how good this would work out, even though Punk and Bryan are like two of the top guys in WWE. But then you got Harper and Rowan, who are just rookies in the WWE. Those really don't turn out that good at all. The only one that's really turned out that good was like the Brothers of Destruction and Daniel Bryan versus the Shield, which that's back when the Shield were like still new-ish, because it was after, or it was a little bit before WrestleMania, so Undertaker was still around before they took him off TV again. But I don't know how good that this match is going to be. But that is one of the main matches for Survivor Series plans. To be honest with you, I don't like it. They could have done. They could add someone to this and make it a little bit better, like make it a 6-man. Preferably not The Miz, even though The Miz and Kofi Kingston have had problems with them themselves. But they could add someone else's on Punk's and Daniel Bryan's side and make it a 6-man. The whole Wyatt family versus CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and some other guy. Not The Miz, not Kofi, because they both have their own issues. So that's the big marquee match. That's the big match of the night for Survivor Series, is the Wyatts versus Punk and Bryan. We then had the Usos versus 3MB. I guess that's how you would do it. I don't know. Before the bell rang, before they introduced 3MB, you had Triple H and Stephanie waiting in the office for Big Show. Vicky walks in, and they said, "Well, where's Big Show?" And she says, "He's wanting to do this inside the ring." So she leaves, and then they do it inside the ring. So we then had 3MB versus, or the Usos versus 3MB, like I said, and the Usos won this easily. We then had the Los Matadores interview, okay, and they cut it short. It was cut short after El Torito acted like a bull to Renee Young. They were like, "Watch it, he's horny." And they're like, no. That means he has horns. So they cut it short. El Torito likes Renee Young. I'll admit she is hot, but come on. We then had the Bellas. This as your main event is just bad. This as your main event is terrible as a main event. First off, you don't have a Divas match as a main event. I'm sorry. I like the Divas, but you don't have them. You don't have them in the main event unless it's like a mixed tag team match, where it's like John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, which I told you guys 2 weeks ago. I would say last week, but we didn't do a video last week. That they're planning on splitting up the Bella Twins, making Nikki heel, and them officially coming out with their man. So, we then had the Bellas and Eva Marie, God help us all, versus Tamina, Oksana, and AJ. Now, Oksana didn't get involved in this match in any way, really. It was just Tamina and AJ. The person who got the win for the Bellas and Eva Marie is unfortunately Eva Marie. Now, I will admit, she can take a fall, but she can't sell at all. She got clotheslined by Tamina near the end of this match off the apron, and she fell. Like, she hit the apron and then fell to the ground. Well, Brie Bella was the main at the time, and this match right here is actually supposed to be Nikki Bella's return match from her injury that she had. And she tags in Brie Bella after the Minnesota Superfly splash, and she runs over there and she's like holding her she's like runs over there and rolls her up and gets the 1, 2, 3. The fact that you do this and just oh look at me, I'm fine. I'd walk around and be like, oh god, and then roll them up and then get the 1, 2, 3. I would do it the whole time, not just like, oh look at that, you hurt me, ow. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna put my arm down, be all fine, and run over there. If I'm gonna sell an injury, I'm gonna make it look good. Just be like if you like hurt my neck, I'm gonna hold my neck and probably like do it the whole time as I'm going up there to you to roll you up like that. She did a schoolboy, unfortunately, and she got the 1, 2, 3. But that was your main event. I'm not kidding you. That was your main event. Because then your main segment, which was the segment of the night, was Triple H and Stephanie trying to settle this whole court thing out with Big Show. They call it the Big Show, and he comes out, and Big Show is asked what he wants from them, and he says, well, first of all, I want a broom, and I want Stephanie to get on it and fly her ass back to Connecticut. And the main thing that Big Show wanted was his job back, and I could understand that. Because Triple H was trying to reason with him. He's like, well, how many zeros do I have to slap onto this check to make you get rid of this lawsuit? And Big Show says, all I want is my job back. That's all I ask for. So they give Big Show his job back. And Big Show's like, let's see here. Big Show starts doing the yes chant. And he says, on top of that, he wants the world's largest bonus. And I'll give it to him. But what he really wants is a match at Survivor Series. Big Show versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Now, I just said here not too long ago that their match for TLC, their marquee match for TLC, is they're looking at doing Triple H versus the Big Show. Okay? Now, their poster for TLC has no one on it. The poster for TLC is a bouquet of flowers. Half is a bouquet of flowers and half is tables, ladders, and chairs, all in like a little bouquet. So, it's almost looking like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre poster, but a little different. But this one has tables, ladders, and chairs, and steel cages and all that. Not blood, I'm sure. I'm for damn sure not blood. And as Big Show says that he wants the WWE title shot. The Shield come out. He says, "Do you realize what's at stake?" I can't do Big Show's voice. I can do Mark Henry's voice. I can't do Big Show's voice. They went to a commercial there and advertised WrestleMania 30, which I think it was a bad part to go to a break. Because what they do, just stand there and be like, okay, everyone's out here, we got everyone in their place, let's go, come on. We back from commercial yet? No? Okay, let me know when we are. Commercial. Oh. Show them line? They're standing in line? Look, like little kindergartners? You got your finger over your mouth and your finger up in the air? Oh, okay. We're back from commercial? Oh, okay. Guys, you'll stand there and look tough, okay? Let's do this. And action. You don't put a commercial there. That was a terrible place for a commercial. He says that, he wants the WWE title shot at Survivor Series and Triple H threatens him. He ends up leaving. Okay? When you have a lawsuit against someone, you don't threaten like that. So he's like, well, it was nice knowing you guys, and I'll be talking to my lawyer come tomorrow and owning your asses, owning your company, owning everything you got. And as he's walking away, Triple H is like, fine, you got your match at Survivor Series with Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Big Show was like, what? I didn't hear that. Big Show had the biggest smile on his face. I mean, he was all happy. Triple H repeats himself. You have your match against Randy Orton at Survivor Series for the WWE Championship. Big Show's like, my hearing is getting bad because your wife busts my eardrums. I need you to say out again. You have your match at Survivor Series with Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And Big Show's like, God, I think I need to get closer because I can't hear a damn thing. And he gets like right up in Triple H's face, and Triple H says, "You have your match against Randy Orton at Survivor Series for the WWE Championship." So then Big Show then turns around and threatens Triple H. He says, "No, you need to do it nicer." And Triple H is like, "You got your job back. You have your match with Randy Orton at Survivor Series for the WWE Championship." And Big Show's like, okay, that's fine by me. You want to shake on it? Big Show doesn't shake his hand. And Triple H says, but now that you're employed here, you're going to be in a match, just like everyone else. You will be going in a handicap match against the Shield. And Big Show's like, well, okay, fine, I'm fine by that. And he says, but the Shield won't be alone. They're going to have this man. Man, you're going to face at Survivor Series for the WWE Championship. So, it was a 4-on-1 tornado tag team handicap match where all 4 guys were in the ring at one time. And let's just say Big Show got wrecked. After Big Show chokeslammed Roman Reigns, and he turns his focus to Randy Orton. He gets Seth Rollins off his back and then focuses on Randy Orton. The distraction happens, and this distraction is none other than a big red machine named Kane, who is now unmasked, wearing a suit. Here's the reason why they unmasked Kane. Kane just got done going to Hollywood, making See No Evil Part 2, and he didn't do the movie with the mask on. He didn't do the first one with the mask on either. But they want Kane to be recognizable from the movie. And they said, we're taking the mask off of Kane for a while. So this kind of tells you that Kane's going to last longer, but probably not be the big red machine. Their whole plan is just to have Kane noticeable and to have it to where people are like, hey, that's the guy from See No Evil 2, or just have it to where Kane is even scary, because sometimes people say that Kane's scary without the mask on, which I can see what they're talking about. But to me, no. he Big Show, or not Big Show, Kane is actually wanting to be a governor of Tennessee, but he denied it. But Kane walks out unmasked and causes a distraction, and Randy Orton gets the goes for the RKO, reverses it, and something in the mix happens, and then Randy Orton does get an RKO, and Kane starts tossing chairs to all four guys in the ring, and then they start wailing on Big Show with chairs. They didn't announce that Big Show's a winner, so I called it a no contest, and Kane destroys the announce table. They pulled Big Show out, triple powerbomb through the table. Doctors come out to check on Big Show, and everyone's basically saying, "Well, welcome back, Big Show. This is your welcoming back present." And they ended Raw. And that was Raw tonight. That was second of the night. Match tonight was the 6-man tag match, and that was Raw. Hell in a Cell prediction night will be sometime this month. It will be, let's see here. It's gonna be the 24th, Survivor Series. I'm gonna say probably the 21st. If not the 21st, then let's hope for the 19th or the 20th. Or if I get a weekend off that week, I'll do it on a weekend, like Saturday night, which is the 23rd, which would be the best time to do it. So that was your Raw. It was short. Seemed like, to me, sweet. Not really, but it was okay. Not the best Raw I've ever seen. Only really two good things in it, which was 1 segment, 1 match. I got some news, guys. These are real. It feels like I've been dreaming for like the past 3 days now, because I've had this thing for 3 days. These are car keys. You don't believe me? There's the car key right there. And yes, that does say Dodge. See? Dodge. I bought myself a car. I'm loving every second of it. It's awesome. It's a Dodge Caliber. It's a hatchback. It's awesome. It feels like I'm on cloud nine, and every once in a while I'm pinching myself because it feels like I'm dreaming. I never thought it would be this awesome to own a car. I gotta pay insurance now. Here's my insurance paper. It's gonna be cheap, luckily. But this is what happens when you're on your parents' insurance and you're old enough to be on your parents' insurance. Keep it while it lasts. It'll be the best thing you ever do. I only have to pay 200 some odd bucks for payment, but then my insurance is only going to be $100. Who could say no to that? But enough about me. I'm going to go play some WWE 2K14. I could also put Daniel Bryan on here, but it's also got the guy's stupid Twitter down here on the bottom. I plan on getting Batman, and not Battlefield, not Ghost, because to me, what Ghost is just another Call of Duty game. To me, what Battlefield is just another shooting game. To me, there's nothing really that stands out that's saying, come and get me in November, except for playing Xbox One and PlayStation 4, which I think those come out here in 3 minutes. They'll probably be coming out. So, because I believe that they said that they're coming out on the 5th of November. The 5th of November is now 2 minutes here in the state of Georgia. So, people are probably going to be camping out Walmart, GameStop, Best Buys, which I don't have a Best Buy here. I got Walmart and GameStop. I got like 2 GameStops, 2 Walmarts, and it's going to be crazy. I don't have money to do that because of this. So, when I get money, who knows? But I can't just blow my money because I've got now something to pay for. Thank you guys. I'm sorry that there was no video last week. There will be videos from now on, unless I'm sick like I was. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Raw Review. I will see you next week for the Raw Review. possibly for SmackDown sometime next week, if it's possible. But definitely Raw review next week. Survivor Series prediction night sometime this month. I said what did I say, the 21st? Yeah, 21st, maybe, if I'm off that night. Whatever day I'm off that week, I will do it, besides Monday. I'm off all Mondays now, which is awesome. Can't ask for anything else. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week for the Raw review.